такие приборы, но мы вам про них не расскажем. Аквалангисты — это хорошо. Да! И взрослые знают, и дети. Мы радость творим на планете. Аквалангисты — это не игра. Когда мы выходим на берег, то девочки радостно встают, и мы начинаем рассказы про разные трудности моря. Но хватит, забыла сирена, и мы быстро прыгаем в воду. Мы жить не привыкли на суше, мы любим нырять и купаться. Аквалангисты — это хорошо. Да! И взрослые знают, и дети. Мы радость творим на планете. Аквалангисты — это не игра. Меня укусила акула, тебя укусила акула, ее укусила акула, да нас всех укусила акула. Аквалангисты — это не игра.
Пули летят, пули, солдаты сидят в окопах. Пули летят слишком быстро, командир отдает приказание. Наш комбат начистил медали, видно, хочет пойти в атаку, но он не пойдет первым. Прекрасно работает снайпер. А пули летят, пули, командир отдает приказания. Солдаты сидят в окопах, потому что летят пули. Саперы роются в грунте, взрывают 100-тонную мину. Но
Right, I think we can slowly start getting into it, especially considering that we've got places to be and places to rob. Now then, let's just tone down the music a little bit, because while it is good, it is a little too loud. And there we go. Should be good right now. Anyway, good evening, afternoon, or whatever time of the day it is in your part of the world. And tonight, we're back to Shadowrun Hong Kong. I've missed this one. I truly did, because this is a very, very good game. Wish we had any more Shadowrun games after the Harebrained Schemes trilogy. But unfortunately, the only thing we had was, well, Shadowrun... what was it? Something Boston Lockdown, I think. Let me just quickly move myself over to another place so that I do not get in the way of any UI elements. And, well, we're good to go. Let's see where we left off last time. Captain Jomo's speedboat carries you away from the sinking ship, now liberated from the tyranny of the Rat King once and for all. The shiny object rests with Malvina's bones at the bottom of Hang Tom Bay. Gobbet stares back at the raft and as it recedes into the distance. Her expression is at once happy and sad. Isabel takes her hand and together they turn away. Hawaii grows closer. You're going home. Actually, wait, I think that's the earlier save. Let me double check. No, not that one. Yeah, that's an earlier save, 20th of February. What I need is this one. 6th of March. And yes, hello there, new round. Always happy to see you around here. I am fairly certain that's the correct one. Let's double check after that one because I do remember some things now. Let's see here. Yep, there it is. One final secondary objective and then we can move on with the plot. The boat heaves and pitches over the bay as your driver plows through the choppy waves to the drop-off point, leaving the Shangri-La restaurant far behind. Inside, restlessness fills the cabin. You've finished the job. The extraction was a success, and now your client awaits his prize, the tried redpoll rooster. It wasn't easy. It should have been. It would have been, if that damn Talon hadn't mangled your plans with his visceral determination. But even a streets-forged orc like the Talon could be stricken down. With the Talon dead, your escape from the restaurant to the getaway boat was made smoother. Well, as smooth as wading through a small army of trides and skirting the HKP of Dragnet could be. Luckily, Rooster got through the pursuit unharmed. And with the Talon now permanently out of commission, you might earn a few extra new yen from your client. All in all, a good run. I think we have done everything we could from that mission after that mission. No new messages yet. Nothing new on Shadowlands BBS. And no paid data to post. Okay then. Let's go back to the waterfront and see about getting through our last secondary mission. That one, from what I can remember, was fairly tedious. But we'll be able to get through it in no time at all. It is highlighted, right? I certainly hope so. We go on the metro. There it is. Travel to Wuxing Sky Tower to commit geomantic sabotage. I think for this one we're gonna take Isabel, Rakter, and Duncan. I think I get all of the items I need. Magic Marble, Force 5 Nature Elemental Fetish, Dogwagon Trauma Kit. Nothing that can be added, right? Bad Chi. The subway flies over the tracks toward Aberdeen. Monsoon humidity clings to your skin as if it's followed you from Hawaii. Or perhaps it's simply sunk this far into the earth, penetrating stone and machine, rousing the acrid smells of Hong Kong's underground in its wake. You've been handed a promising job, geomantic sabotage, with a single objective: disrupt the flow of Wuxing Qi to destabilize the corporation. Your client is especially keen on the idea of Wuxing's famed geomancy being used against it, the ultimate humiliation. While the corporation's office spaces are free game, the main target is Wuxing's treasured lotus statue, which resides within a temple on the topmost floor of the monolithic building. Your client's instructions are clear. The more damage you do, the worse the chi, and the better the pay. Let's see, I got the thaumaturgic armor, which is strictly better than anything I'm wearing right now. I think I'm good on my items and good on my spells. Yeah, Mana Bolt, Chain Lightning 2, Heal Wound. Gotta save up for Chain Lightning. No, I think Chain Lightning 2 was the best one. Chain Lightning 3 is just, well, costs more AP to use, and Chain Lightning 2 already does respectable damage as is. Isabel, I'm thinking, can get a neural inhibitor just in case. We do have another Isabel's deck in here, if we ever need to use it. Rector can take anything else. I suppose he can take Hyper X on himself just in case, and Duncan, in addition to his grenades, will also carry the Dock Wagon Trauma Kit. And we are good. I'll use up the karma later. The subterranean access way opens to one of the Wuxing Sky Tower's few employee-only entrances. As the only underground access point to Wuxing's restricted levels, security is tight. It's unheard of for unauthorized personnel to reach the upper levels. And naturally, that's where you're headed. Duncan presses a slip of laminated plastic into your hand. A grainy black and white reproduction of your own face stares back at you. The rest of the card is filled with a barcode. He lowers his voice to a deep grumble. Jiang wanted you to have this. Spoofed credentials fresh off of Maximum Law's card printer. They look legit. They'll probably get you past the front door if nothing else. Supposedly, the client said something about other ways to bypass the check-in system inside the building, but he didn't go into specifics. We're gonna have to find him ourselves. Almost on cue, a sturdy Wuxing security officer peers up at you from behind his desk console. Evening, sir. Swipe yourself in. He gestures onto the ID scanner in front of him. Well, obviously we're gonna swipe your spoofed credentials. He looks at his console, then back at you. His eyebrows rises he observes your company. You realize your credentials only allow you access through floor 10, right? Of course. I have new credentials with guest privileges waiting for me inside. That's why I'm here, to pick them up. The officer nods curtly. Right, go ahead and grab your new creds at the check-in terminal. Have a good night, sir. Thank you, Charisma. You never fail me. Except when I forget to level you up, then you fail me by being insufficient. Ah, there we go, Matrix checkpoint, but first, employee check-in. Please enter your employee credentials. Here you go. Credentials expired or incorrect. Any further attempts to access this terminal before refreshing your employee credentials will alert security. Well, shit. Can you help me with this one, miss? The guard watches you with suspicion as you approach. You seem confused, sir. Something I can help you with? Yeah, I need to get into the maintenance room. Are you with maintenance? Are you telling me that after my 9 years of working here, you don't recognize me? What kind of half-cracked guard is Wuxing hiring these days? I don't... Please forgive me, sir. Just let me see your ID and I'll let you through. Oh, here's the spoofed ID. This doesn't give you access to our maintenance facilities. If you're with another Wuxing maintenance crew, your ID won't work here. Only in your jurisdiction. I can't let you through. Fine, we'll get back to you after we obtain a better ID. Hey, you there. A couple of wage slaves amble about their business inside the corporate locker room. The closest man to you flings a jacket into a locker, then turns towards the showers. He stops short when he catches sight of you, and his wary eyes widen in surprise. Ah, good evening. He glances behind him, and assured by something, turns back towards you with a smile. I'm Charles. Haven't seen your face before. Are you new here? New to this building. I know how that goes. I'm pretty new here myself, still learning the ropes. Any tips for a fellow neophyte? Yeah, the upper floors are off limits. Highly restricted. Not sure what's happening up there, but only company execs, security, and maintenance have access. Are they allowed up there at hours like this? I don't see why not. They're on call 24/7. But that's not my department, so I can't say for sure. Gotcha. Thanks for your help. Anytime, friend. Good luck. Sounds like you forgot quite a few times. Happens to the best of us. Well, yes, this time Charles is new around here. Shame he's not around to appreciate the joke. Oh, Isabel? All up to you. The Matrix helps line la da 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 da. I think I remember that one. Just gotta avoid all of that. Get to this blocker I see. And then it's smooth sailing from that point on. If I recall correctly. You know what? I think we'll force this one. Heat suppression routine. Oh, what are you? Any programs we can summon for help? I suppose a killer program would not be amiss. Well, let's do the old-fashioned way. There, execute assassin. And now we can use the erosion on you. It's all slowly coming back together. Right, you out of my sight. You assassin, start getting ready to blast that one. 99%, liking those odds. They are very good indeed. Now, assassin, would you be kind enough to finish that one off? Thank you. Now, what was it about heat suppression routine? Right, it's a game of Simon Says. I slowly remember that one. Kinda like riding a bike. There we go. Nice and easy. Hit suppression routine, deactivate it. Into the next portal we go. What do we have here? Ah, shit. Well, you are getting out of my... Now, what was it? Getting a bit too close for my comfort there, but there. To our right, we got you bastards. Assassin, you're up. And we'll blast you with the Tower Blaster. We're gonna go with Sniffer. And now we blast you with a killer. Wonderful. Now can you finish that one off? Would be very appreciated. And a 1. And a 2. See here. Come on, one more. Thank you, especially for the ricochet. Come on, 74%. You gotta hit this one. And you get into position here. Let them come closer to us. Now I can blast you with the Tar Blaster. Now I get you where I need you. Erosion on you. And you will be finished off like that. Well, I said like that. But I'd like you to die now, Mr. Bond. Thank you. Oh, and there's what we were looking for. Access Administrative Override. Blocker IC rating 7. I think we can do it. Okay. Let's get this one done. Easy does it. There it is, security override. Well, you are definitely not welcome here, my friend. Alright, I'll let you handle that one. And to our left, what do we have here? Ah, you still noticed me, you bastard. Fine. Get out of my sight before I piss on you too. Getting awfully close there. Come on, one hit that I need to land, Isabel. Please. Thank you. Oh, cock it. There we go. Thank you kindly. But once again, I expect you to die as well. One more round and we will be... There we go, detected by black eyes. Time to go all out. Now, Tar Blaster. And get them out of my sight. to relearn everything after this updated mod interface. Understandable. One more. Another one. Come on. Fine, shield cannot move yet. But it was enough. But we are grabbing this whooshing delivery data. Because some pay data will be worth it. And I say that with full confidence. Come on, 63% chance. There we go. Punching deck. Steal pay data from a high security system. Very nice. Now let's get the hell out of here. Now, let's use security override to gain administrative access. Welcome, admin. Alter existing credential clearance. Permissions granted. You are now able to alter the existing information and clearance level of a wishing employee ID. There's my spoofed ID. And now, we are legally allowed to be here. Heightened access employee ID. Before we do that, I think we can also do this. Swipe heightened employee ID. Multi-personnel pass accepted. Access granted. Welcome, Mr. C. Pang. Have a nice evening. Everything checks out here. Thanks. Now let's talk at that security guard once again. You seem confused, sir. Something I can help you with? Just clocking in. Authentic employee ID. Alright, have a nice day. Thank you kindly. Now you there. An oil-blotched dwarf half-heartedly scrubs at her hands above a sink. Her ragged clothing resembles a paint canvas covered in multiple hues of mechanical grime. Need something? Your cooperation. I'm here to perform a security audit for Wuxing. Well, ain't that wonderful, but I'll opt out. Wuxing's got me doing an air duct audit myself, and let me tell you, I've made some pretty upsetting discoveries. Disgusting, slimy, biohazardous discoveries. She half turns towards you and plants a gooey hand on her hip. Maybe when we're both done you can compare findings, but right now I've got to get this crap off of me. Good luck to you. You'll need it. Well, thanks for that. You see an assortment of items scattered on the cart, but you find a badge that belongs to a maintenance worker. I don't think we are gonna need it at this point in time, so we're just gonna walk into an elevator, and up we go. This pristine, hyper-sterilized office glistens as if every surface has been polished. Your client has requested that this area be manipulated as subtly as possible, so as to not draw attention away from the temple. The true defacement will happen there, distracting Wuxing's security. Hopefully, they won't discover the disrupted chi flow on this floor for weeks. 50% is our minimum, but we're gonna need to raise it to 100% for full payout. Chi point found. In that fountain. 10%. Knock knock, open up the door, nobody's home. A power junction. I wonder what it does. The generator rests unguarded before you. A shock to the system could compromise the computer mainframe it powers. Use a passcode to overload the generator. Ah, I don't have the code yet. Should have remembered that. It's gotta be in one of the offices in here, around somewhere. Classic office spaces. Ah, another G point. And another one I'm thinking over here. And another one. Really, we're just being petty by this point. But every little bit counts. No matter how insignificant it is. Yeah, I see your cheap point, but first, wall safes. Ah, of course. That one gotta have a code as well. We'll come back for you later. Be assured. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, that sounds like company. Ouch. Oof. I got guardian spirits in here. Yes, for me, I'm thinking we can also hit you with a chain lightning. Unfortunately, we could not. Now, Isabel, would you be so kind as to hit that one with a grenade launcher? You did. Thank you for that. And mark that one. Mark target is always nice. Rector, you also get into cover and let Cochet loose. I wonder, Duncan, can you subdue a spirit? No, that one requires it to be stunned. So I guess we're just gonna blast away. Oh, that one was a little underwhelming. Come on. We're falling back to regroup. Cannot quite heal just yet, so mana bolt it is. It always hits, but the damage is pitiful, if we're being completely honest. So, power bolt to your face. And to your face too. You missed, you dodged it. Congratulations. That won't last for too long though. Minus Fire Guardian. Reload. And another shot at the Water Spirit. Very good. Thank you, Isabel. Where would I have been without you? Now, manual focusing on Koshi. He desperately needs it. Now, Koshi, would you be so kind as to finish off this nature spirit? Please. Wonderful. What I like to see. 58% chance, maybe you'll land it? Not this time. Duncan, can you please? You did. Wonderful. Bit of a hiccup, but all in all, not too shabby. What have we here? A prototype weapon sits locked in a stand. Its locking mechanisms are seemingly tied into the weapon's operation and safety. Forcing it could damage the weapon. Whooshing Research Terminal main menu. Welcome user, please select from the following options. Search Whooshing's floor plan documents. Read the weapon manuals and specifications. Well, first of all, floor plan documents. Amidst the documents, a few nuggets of information stand out. A section dedicated to the Whooshing building's chi details the geomancy plans and renovations they've made to increase chi flow. It appears that Whooshing's already made hundreds of minuscule and a handful of not-so-minuscule adjustments to its floor plans and building infrastructure. A recently updated file marks its project to add new water lines for the temple's fountain as complete. The document ends with a large list of future modifications that the company has queued for completion, as well ways to improve its positive energy output. Now about the weapon manuals and specifications. That requires either Pistol 6 or Intelligence 7. Can we spend our chi now? Or rather, our karma. Intelligence... No, well, we're a long ways away from that one. It all went into charisma and willpower, so... Not this time. Ah, well. Light and dark balance is key to maintain good chi. Can we sneak past you? Not quite. You still noticed. Well, if you insist. Now catch these. I just had to say that, didn't I? Duncan, would you be so kind as to blast that one away? Same to you, Isabel. Gotta love the accuracy increase on the Eagle Eye aura. Now, Koshei, does this apply to you too, I wonder? It should. One more. Perfect. Perfectly executed. Anything interested in the bathroom? Or rather, restroom? Of course. And into the executive suite we go. There it is. First of all, 8484. That's the mainframe code. And a chi point here too. And what do we have here? Temple access card. Alright, 8484. Overload the power settings. Looks like we've bettered this place enough, just like our friend wanted. All that's left is to trash the temple statue and then we can leave. But the more damage we do, the more we'll get paid. I vote that we stay a little longer. Good point, Isabel. Very good point. The chi is becoming more and more turbulent. It has reached a point where this churning energy has a physical manifestation visible in the atrium. The disruptions are working. The temptation is very, very good. So I'm gonna check as to what the code for that one will be. So give me a second. Plus, I see someone writing to me. So be right back. That one should be written down somewhere here. Bad chi. There it is. Nothing written in here. If only I had etiquette security to fall back on. Or at least quickness 7. Speaking of, how does my quickness look like? Still 4. Well, we've hit the minimal requirement on this floor. 50%. So I suppose we can go up to the temple. I see the ley lines. That means there's gotta be combat in here. There they are. And there's the Golden Lotus statue. Well, they look happy to see us. Negative chi disruption, -1 willpower for all. How do I always miss you? Very good damage. You'll love to see it. Same with that one. Now, Koshe, would you be so kind as to get over there and start shooting? One more? Not yet. But maybe we can land the shot. And we did! Just what I like. That one didn't work out too well. Positive chi disruption. 1 willpower back. He's sitting there pretty good, so I'll just batter him with this for now, and have someone else flank him. Isabel, would you be so kind as to... Once more with feeling. Like that. Now, Duncan, I think you can do this. Come on. Not quite, huh? Well, in that case, our little drone friend will be able to do that. Oh, also with every spirit we kill, the more chi would disrupt. That's good to know. %81% chance, not too shabby. Miss one. Miss... No miss. That's a flanking shot, and... That's a crit. Very good. Now, if we can land a few solid hits from this point... Just like that. Let's have a look around for any more chi points to disrupt. They're playing chess over here. How quaint. And there is a Fire Guardian left. Excuse me, Bound Fire Spirit. But he won't stop us. Because we are in control of this transmission. We control the vertical, and we control the horizontal. One more. A little better. We're stripping away armor at least. And we do mess up all of their feng shui. That's what we're paid to do anyway. And get over here. I think I can land the 54% shot. How about 69? That's pretty nice. Not even exaggerating. 99%. Come on, Duncan. Wonderful. We're up to 55%. So just gotta desecrate that statue over there. And we've disrupted it at 70%. So now we just gotta get out of here. If we can hit 75%, that'd be also pretty nice. But first... Ooh. A well-dressed man steps forward, his spear staring smugly in your direction. His clothes are smart and clearly expensive, but lack the typical padding worn by guards and thugs. A quick look at his associates reveals the same style. Mages. On behalf of Wuxing Inc., we've been instructed to prevent on your further vandalizing of the company's property and assets. However, they never specified how, so I vote we do this the easy way. The mage motions to you with a flick of his wrist. Leave no survivors. Well, you're cruising for a bruising, pal. You want to do it no survivors? We'll do it no survivors. Because mages are big nerds that are not immune to bullets and bombs. That always holds true. And now for a kneecap. Rector, do you have anything useful in here? No, not quite. So just shoot him. Meanwhile, you, Duncan, get over here for now and break out your Ares High Explosive. Miss, but not too critical. We're still good. Can you nail that Geomancer for me? Almost. Of course you're gonna heal up. Yep, bullets don't discriminate. That heal, however, won't save you. And you know what I will do? I will continue buffing myself. And I also will say, hey you, catch. That was a very good flank, but before that, Isabel. One down. Now you should be able to at least do some decent damage to that one. And by decent damage I didn't mean to completely kill it, or rather kill her. But I'll take it. Now Duncan, how about that flashbang you're carrying on you? 69%? No, 83% on that one. Blown away. One more. One more. There we go. Little helpers. Use drones to kill 15 enemies. You're starting to annoy me, pal. And that's why you're getting blasted. In the face. Repeatedly. Or getting torn apart by our little helper here. Especially like that. Where's your AP now? Duncan, would you be so kind as to... That's what I want to see. We're a good team. As you reach for the elevator's control panel, you can feel the electric sensation of the chi dancing across your skin. This feeling is noticeable to those not even magically attuned. The disruption here is that strong. Behind you, the trapped and turbulent chi swirls inside the iconic Sky Tower atrium. You can actually see the air around the atrium warp and ebb as the chi surges and breaks against the obstacles around it, looking for a way to move, to flow, and finding none. The job is done. You have desecrated the Wuxing Lotus, and in doing so, blemished the prideful face of a megacorp. Not bad for a night's work. I think we did the job up to the client's standards, huh? The elevator arrives at the temple. Time to duck out of the back door before security can respond further. Looks like I didn't find all of the chi points to disrupt, but hey. Job's done. Wuxing won't know what hit them. The embarrassment of their own geomantic signs turned against them will sit unfavorably on the tongues of Wuxing executives, and maybe even get a few people terminated. They'll know it wasn't just a building you battered. You sent a message. Everyone has a weakness that can be exploited. The change in Feng Shui should keep them spinning for weeks. And while you weren't able to disrupt all their chi, you still managed to waste Wuxing's temple, the most important task in your client's plan. With the company focusing on restoring their temple, it will be some time before they discover the full extent of your assault. Wonder how much they'll pay for that. Any inbox? Nothing yet. Shadowlands. Postpaid data for sale. Whooshing logistical data. Claim payment for Whooshing sabotage run. A little bird whispered in my ear that Whooshing's fortunes are already falling. Their stock value dropped by 2% already. The client finds this to be an acceptable indication of your success and has forwarded payment. I've attached your cut to this email. Only 1,200 new yen. That's something. Anything new on Shadowlands? Nothing yet. I guess there will be after we continue the plot forward. Now, how much money do I have at the moment saved up? 4,092. I wonder if there are any new spells that would complement the ones I have. Crafty, how's it going? Acid Bolt 4 requires Conjuring 7. Power Bolt 4, which I already use. Whooshing Lined Coat. Armor 8. Whooshing Corp developed this coat for their executives' magical bodyguards. Rigid plates are concealed between layers of ballistic cloth inside. Tempting. Now, we got Chain Lightning 2. How about Ball Lightning? Requires Spellcasting 8. Mana Ball 3 could also work, seeing as that one ignores armor. Damage 15 versus same damage. AP 3, AP 2, cooldown 4. But that one, as opposed to Ball Lightning, also comes with AoE 2. Maybe it's worth it. So, in here you go. Right. Spellcasting 8 required first. We do have 16 points to spare. So spellcasting 8 shouldn't be a problem. Willpower? Spellcasting. We can equip it later. I don't think we'll be able to forget it. Yeah, I'm thinking we are good to go to progress with the plot. been waiting for that one for a long time, but now that we've run out of secondary quests, it's finally time. Go to Shek Keep May and acquire the plastic-faced man's itinerary. So as always, Isabel, I think we'll grab Gobbet for this one, and Gai Chu. Hiring prerequisite Rex, you must bring the neural inhibitor. Or was it? I haven't forgotten, have I? Okay, I suppose that warrants a trip back to the safe house to check up on the inventory. Because I was fairly certain that you could do it from there. While we're at it, let's see if... what do you think about that last run, Duncan? So I guess we're vandals for hire now. Renting ourselves out to tip people's tables and scroll graffiti on their walls? I don't know. Feels like Bush League Baron's Ganger crap to me. The kind of stuff that we outgrew when we were 8. Yeah, but what we did in the Sky Tower had a purpose. We messed up their chi. That's what you say. Didn't look like it did much to me. Anyway, whatever. The client paid us and that's all that matters. It's stupid, but I've taken money for all kinds of stupid things before. A certain smash and grab on a bakery in the Market Pavilion comes to mind. Bad intel. Nobody told me that the owner let hope snakes loose in the place after hours. I mean, who does that? Paranormal snakes in a muffin shop? I barely made it out of there alive. That's an interesting alarm system. There it is, neural inhibitor. I suppose... well, the Sand Blaster can remain. So I think we're gonna get rid of... Relaxin for that one. And don't forget to grab Mana Ball. That should be good. But that we are good to go now. There we go. Isabel has modified a taser to introduce Dreamland's cortical inhibitor program into the plastic-faced man's neural network. That should stop his headwear from completing a memory wipe and allow you to interrogate him for information about Raymond Black. But first, you'll need to find him. Kindly Cheng's made contact with an underground information broker named Zhao Ji, who has managed to obtain the plastic-faced man's complete itinerary. With it, you can choose the time and place to perform an extraction and find out what he knows. Zhao Ji works out of an abandoned night market in Shek Kip Mei, the Xing House Court. HKBF involved in shooting near Repulse Bay. Yeah, 10 orders. I'm having a party. Nothing over here yet, I'm guessing, so... Gotta follow the road. The main road, that is. Shing House Court, top floor. Game saved. Which means we can be in combat at any point in here. The boss is in the back, going through. There he is. The dwarf is the queen of her little hive, a nattering swarm of snitches, stoolies, and spies. Avarice gleams in her eyes. They dart around you, taking in morsels of information so quickly they appear to vibrate. She mumbles little mnemonic rhymes to herself as she tags and labels you all. Ah, yes, the new on the scene runner. She rocks in place, humming a soft reply to herself. My friend in Hawaii said you'd be coming to see me. I have a friend too, and she says you're the one to see about finding Li Tai Long. Oh yes, I am. I definitely am. Xiao Ji's eyes widen with the joy of her job, and she hums her little hum. Very timely intel, very timely. I have his complete up-to-the-minute itinerary. Where he'll be, who he'll be with, security coverage, the deluxe package. How much for this deluxe package? Unfortunately, the deluxe package is no longer for sale, nor is any information about him. So sorry. Xiao Ji's expression oozes with cunning. I received another offer. A better offer. To take it off the market, just before you arrived. From whom? Lei Tai Lang's client. I believe you know the company. She fumbles with her fingers a bit. I feel really bad about this, but the offer was too good to pass up. Way too good. You don't want to work with Josephine Tseng. That's the thing. I do. Attaching myself to her is smart. Very smart. Tseng is big in Hong Kong and getting bigger. She's already on the executive council and is a frontrunner for the next chairperson position. Xiao Ji fumbles with her fingers a bit more. She can't make eye contact with you. And all I need to do is make sure you don't walk out of here alive. Ambush! I hate being double-crossed, and you will hate me in about a moment. Catch. This is precisely why I love chain lightning. And another one for good measure. That's what I like to see. Gobbet, would you be so kind as to turn on your fog machine? Anything else we can do? Suppose we can put you in cover here. As for you, Gaichu, go after the bastard that double-crossed us. One more? That's what I like to see. Oh, gotta remember that they can use grenades too. Die already. Oh, this should be good. Burst damages, all right. And you, Gobbet, I think can give me some more haste. Plus you get yourself some accuracy, which is also a very good trade-off. Think you can finish off that one? Almost. I'll help you out with that. Welcome to the 6th world. Kill 20 enemies with magic spells. Gaichu, please. I'm asking you to kill her. He had another one, huh? And he's a mage that healed them up. You think just because you knocked me out of the fight, you have a chance? How foolish of you. I'm not afraid to use this one in close quarters. Same applies to you. Gobbet. Once more with feeling. Now Gaichu, introduce your hands to these mages. And then your katana to these mages. That one was on you. And this one's on me. Fine. You want it? It's all yours, my friend. Provided you have enough HP to cover the costs. What's your current stance? I think it was water, so let's go with heaven. Got him down. Search Zhaoji's computer for the itinerary. Something tells me it's no longer there, but I might be wrong. Zhaoji left her computer unlocked. Isabel plugs her deck into it and scans the screen. She has the plastic-faced man's complete itinerary. This will tell us everywhere he's going to be for the next 24 hours. We have to keep the upper hand here. Let's play it safe and keep it that way. Sounds good to me. She pauses, accesses a few files, does some searches. First, the bad news. He's got a security detail that drives him from place to place. 6 corporate agents plus 1 driver. Anytime he's on the move, he's in a reinforced bulletproof limo. He's also got a personal bodyguard that's with him at all times. A lot of honor for a top assassin. But there are some windows of opportunity we can take advantage of. When he's going someplace, they drop him off and leave him in the hands of a local security, if any. The bodyguard stays behind, but the other 6 guards will stay with the driver. The detail itself is shared by a few executives, so they will be with someone else until his next pickup time. The convoys are on a schedule managed by the master system at Seng HQ. Okay, I've got 3 good leads here. I think we can run an extraction at any one of these. Number 1, the parking garage at Central Plaza. He is there for a meeting in an hour. We can grab him on the way out. It's still secured corporate property, so there will be resistance. But it's the weakest out of the corporate properties he visits. Plus side, there won't be any civilians. Access is limited, and he is listed as a VIP in their system. Too secure. I'm not into it. Interesting. Next lead. Next one is a bit personal. Mr. Plastic has a mistress, visits her twice a week. Today is the day. He'll be at Phi Yuan Tower building for 2 hours. It's not corporate property, but it's privately owned. The management company has a security contract on it, so it's likely we'll have a fight on our hands trying to get out of there with him in tow. It'll be less crowded than the parking garage, but the lady might complicate things. Interesting. Who goes for a plastic-faced guy? And door number 3. What's behind it? We have to grab him before he gets home tonight. Once he's home, we're screwed. He's staying in the Tseng Executive Arcology, guarded 24/7 by corporate security and 2 blocks from the HKPF HQ. The final location we could grab him is his last stop for the evening. It's a locally owned public Simpsons theater, a hole in the wall that specializes in underground horror flicks. He's there for an hour and 45 minutes, and his security detail will be all the way across town to pick someone else up. We'll probably have to deal with local police only. But this is a public theater. It's gonna be packed with regular people just trying to take in a movie. Let's hear out our crew first. Your take, Gobbet? Garage doesn't have enough escape routes. Too secure. Too many potential reinforcements. I'm not into it. Personally, I'd go with the mistress's place. It's like a giant middle finger right in his face. It sends a message. Don't mess with us. Gaichu, anything to say? I agree with the Gobbet. The apartment is the best target. If this man is truly bad, his consorts can be punished as well. Your choice, Isabel? The parking garage. It's a compromise. I think the benefits outweigh the downsides, but it will be a straight fight the whole way through. 3 against 1. Hit the mistress's apartment. I have no problem teaching this guy a lesson. In that case, Isabel taps a few more keys on her deck. I've got the code to the front door. Here. It's 112798. You'll need it to get in. Oh, and before we forget, broker's code 00006. That one's 5-digit. So the code is gotta be somewhere else for that one. Maybe I've missed it somewhere in here, but it's unlikely. I wonder what that code will do for us. The broker's code, that is. Guess we'll find out. Head to the Phi Yuan Tower apartments to capture Li Tai Long, the plastic-faced man. Yes. Subdue the plastic-faced man with the inhibitor. The plastic-faced man must survive. Nice place they got here. We don't have Rector with us, so can't make use of that vent. Before we get in there, we'll once again look around. Anything interesting? Nothing yet, besides the vent, but we can't use it anyway. Now, what was that code again? 112798. Anyone home? Yep, sure is. There's the plastic-faced man and the mistress. Well, can't fault the man for his tastes. But first of all, where is that neural inhibitor of mine? There we go. Rounds until the plastic-faced man is unconscious. 3. Can we do that again? I don't think so. So just gotta focus on the mistress. Gaichu, think you can handle all that? I think you can. In the meantime, let's just make ourselves comfortable. Now, Gobbet, don't fail me on that one. You will be able to do that, I know. See? Just gotta hold out 2 rounds. That's all we need. There may be reinforcements coming, but that won't be too bad. Now, Gaichu, Heaven Stance? Cut her down. Precisely like that. I, in the meantime, will heal myself up. Switch to a better position. And wait until someone comes through that door. Yep, hearing those doors open. Shadowrunners? You guessed it, pal. Can I hit you from here? Possibly. Let's find out. Not too shabby. One more on the house. Little farther, please. There we go. I love the mini grenade launcher. Even though it's mini, it's still a grenade launcher. What else do you need in your life? And that one so that you're not being too comfortable in there. Gaichu, will you be so kind as to get into position here? And wait for them to come. They also got a mage with them. I suppose we gotta shift our position a little bit. You stay where you are. I think we also will stay where we are. We're sitting pretty right here. And raining explosive death on these fools. And as the old wisdom teaches us, gick the mage first. Now, Gaichu, we're gonna need you to flank here and... Oh, that's an awful lot of you. I suppose we can take an exception. We still have 3 action points, so we can cut down at least 1. Come on, there we go. And go for that one. Good. Perish in my acrid fog. Oof. %. Let's boost that up a little bit. Still 67, but no buts. Just as we were starting to get ourselves comfortable, gotta move up. Come on, Isabel, I know you can do it. There we go. That one should bleed out soon enough. Can we summon... Ah, right, that should steal control of a hostile summoned spirit, so not yet. Heal up Gaichu then. Can't yet. Fine. We'll just kill that corporate bodyguard. Ow. Come on. There we go. Heal yourself up. And get into cover. Chip damage, but it's gonna be worth it. It's always worth it in the long run, if you ask me. Not too many people ask me, but hey, it's the thought that counts. There goes another one, and... Sorry about that, Gaichu, but that was worth it. Same with that one. Another one. No, I think I can go for flush target. And again, just heal up our boy. He earned it. Now you should be able to cut that one down. Come on. Ah, can only attack stun targets. Fine, just cut him down where he stands. And move closer to the final one. Great accuracy there, pal. Let me show you how it's done. Fine, we'll agree to disagree. But katanas, on the other hand... The neural inhibitor device seems to be working. Let's get this guy to a secure location and get some answers out of him. I'll calm the crew and have them meet us. Alright, let's move. The crew is silent as you lead your captive to the rooftop rendezvous you designated before the run. Just as you planned, you find the others waiting there for you. Li Tai Long's artificial features are molded into an expression of aloof intellect and mocking rigidity. The plastic that makes up his face is soft, flexing with the motion of his underlying musculature. Overlapping wafers of silver and bronze foil buried inside the material catch the light as he moves. It's the work of a master craftsman. Cyberware is a form of modern art, likely commissioned at modern art prices, an ostentatious display of status and wealth. The plastic-faced man examines the zip ties that bind his wrists with an expression of detached amusement. Isabel runs a long cable from her PDA to the jack in the back of his head and nods at you. Well, this is interesting, I must say. He chuckles, an odd, hollow sound. I don't recall ever having been in this situation before. Usually I simply awaken to find myself in a strange new environment, wondering what happened. Not this time, Mr. Lee. You know my name, too. Very impressive. He surveys your crew with detached indifference. Looking at the lot of you, I think it's safe to assume that a violent extraction of information is the next order of business. Oh, you can bank on that, asshole. Wu focuses his attention on the plastic-faced man's kneecaps. So, you chose to grab me in an intimate moment. I suppose that's wise. Only moderate resistance. But the girl paid for it, didn't she? He considers. Clearly, the preservation of metahuman life isn't a high priority for you. Well, we have a problem. Isabel stares down at her PDA. Dreamland's neural inhibitor software isn't interacting with this guy's cortical implant the same way it worked with her own. It's only going to slow the memory wipe process. How long do I have? I don't know. We're talking about software I don't write interacting with two different pieces of headwear I've never seen before. We're lucky this works at all. She begins a flurry of two-handed thumb taps on her PDA. I'll try and key in some buffering routines or something to slow it as much as I can, but my confidence is low. She shakes her head at the PDA, her face pinched in frustration. If this guy's memory is going to get wiped one way or another, I'd start asking questions. Tense. Very tense. The silky plastic of his face slides into a smooth smile. I guess I'll answer your questions rather slowly. I don't have time for bullshit. You're a professional. You know what's next. Just give us what we want. Rector smiles and Koshei's servos whir as if in anticipation. I was joking. Of course I'm going to give you what you want. My clients know I'm a professional and that I take extraordinary precautions to protect their secrets. If those precautions were compromised, it was due to an extreme circumstance. His chin lifts a bit and his tone becomes even more matter-of-fact. You ask your questions. I'll answer them as efficiently as I can. When we're done, I'll shake hands with a stranger and walk away wondering what just happened. Well, first of all, why is Josephine Tseng trying to kill us? She believes you're here to destroy one of her special projects. Prosperity? Yes, although technically there's more than one Prosperity. Prosperity Tower is Tseng Mechanical Engineering's corporate headquarters. Prosperity is also one of Josephine Tseng's pet projects. Which one do you want to know about first? Take talk. I want to hear about the Prosperity Project. Well, that is going to be challenging. You see, the Prosperity Project is Zhou Tseng's best-kept secret, and the best way to keep secrets is to not tell anyone, even someone whose memory can be wiped. All I know is that Prosperity is something built deep inside Kowloon Walled City, some kind of experiment that her son was working on. Edward Tseng. No, wait, Raymond Black. My father. Wu stands up tall, takes that amused tone he gets when someone's about to get hurt. Hey, Mr. Plastic. Maybe you could settle a bet between me and my brother. Wu puts his face close to Lee's, his breath fogging the white plastic. Now I think Raymond is still alive, but my brother here isn't so sure. Which is it, buddy? Raymond Black, dead or alive? I get 20 new yen on this. Guys, a status bar just popped up. It isn't moving yet, but you will never know when it might take a jump. It's stuck at 0 right now, but the process is starting and there is nothing I can do to stop it. Here, give me that. Lee reaches out a perfectly manicured hand to Isabel. I'll show you something. Isabel pulls away an instinct and looks at you. This is a calculated gamble. You're running out of time and holding all the guns. I have information you want and betting that if I share it with you, you won't kill me when this is over. He is a tool, first and foremost. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna be killing him, so go on, Iz. Let him have it. The plastic-faced man takes the PDA from Isabel and stares down at the screen. His eyes become unfocused and he stands like a statue. A low-resolution video recording pops into the screen. A small weathered man, possibly in his 70s, is strapped into a high-tech chair and connected to an elaborate scientific instrument behind him. The recording is from the first-person perspective, presumably the plastic-faced man's. This is from when I first brought the asset, your father, to Prosperity Tower, after I took him from the tea house on the docks. The video continues and a confident voice can be heard from off-screen, a woman's. You can't make out what she says. The point of view turns to the right and a graceful woman of indeterminate age steps into view. She is clearly advanced in years, but access to a nourishing diet and cutting-edge pharmaceuticals afford her the vitality of someone much younger. She speaks directly to the camera. Her tone is hard. I warned you not to be gentle with him, Mr. Lee. She looks over at the old man with genuine concern. He looks as if someone tased him. The voice of the plastic man replies. I assure you, Mrs. Tseng, I was gentle. He walked out of the tea house under his own power. The old man speaks, his voice weary and hoarse. May I have some water, mother? My throat feels like it's on fire. Yes, of course, Edward. I'll have someone bring you some ice chips. Your son has apparently been through some sort of ordeal. He appeared demented at times, and he's been mumbling about stopping something. Prosperity, I think. Yes, well, that won't be happening. The woman addresses her son, speaking a bit too loudly as if he is hard of hearing. We won't be stopping Prosperity, Edward. I want you to get that out of your mind. Do you understand? I understand perfectly well, Mother. There's no need to shout. But I won't give up. Prosperity must be stopped. All those poor people. I know, Edward, I know. Those poor people. I've done a lot of good to make up for it since you left. Shelters, hospitals, all sorts of good work. And now it's time to do something for you. Something I should have done a long time ago, perhaps. From the left side of the screen, a man enters in a white lab coat. The woman looks up and nods, and the lab-coated man places a chrome apparatus on the old man's head. Raymond speaks dreamily, as if a druggist has started its work. What is it, Mama? What are you doing to me? I'm fixing you, Edward. She walks up close to the old man, strokes his head tenderly, leans forward to kiss it. All you can see is failure. You are incapable of seeing the good in what you've done. The man in the white lab coat presses a button on Raymond's chair and a robotic arm swings into view. A cobalt blue light springs from its tip and the arm quickly circumnavigates the old man's head, bathing it in oscillating blue. A high-definition three-dimensional image of Raymond's brain appears on the wall behind. I've been inspired by Mr. Lee here. We're going to do some editing of your memories, to relieve you of your burden. No, Mama, wait. I figured out what to do. And then he is asleep. Your payment will be made according to our agreement, once the rest of them are dead. The video ends and the plastic-faced man exhales slowly. I've taken a big risk showing you that. I don't give a rat's ass. You see? I knew it. I told you, Val. Raymond's alive. Tseng's holding him at Prosperity Tower. He may be alive, but it looks like his mom's gonna erase part of his memory. Just like Johnny Plastic here. She's gonna try to fix him. What kind of mother would do that? Something catches her eye and she looks down suddenly. Speaking a bit from experience there, aren't you, Isabel? Shit! Isabel thumps her PDA furiously, but it's no use. That's it. He's wiping. She pulls the cable from her PDA and drops it to the ground in aggravation. Oh, hello. The plastic-faced man looks down at his zip-tied hands and then slowly surveys his surroundings. Well, isn't this awkward? What do you want to do with this guy? He's got no memory, so it's probably safe to let him go, but Auntie said he should take a dirt nap. All the same to me. Honestly, as I mentioned before, he's a tool, so let him go. I think we're safe. Just a pawn, spared the plastic-faced man. I do appreciate it, whoever you are. The plastic-faced man gives you a little bow and leaves without another word. What are you going to tell Kindly? She said to kill him. Gotta tell her the truth. He is of no further use to us. The ride down will be a bit awkward, but not the first time this happened. That was a short one. Rather short one. The trip from Shek Kip May back to Hawaii is quiet as you process the information revealed by the plastic-faced man. Prosperity is a name. Two names, actually. One is a secret project Raymond was working on before he left for Seattle. The other is the corporate headquarters of Tseng Mechanical Services. And Prosperity Tower is where Raymond Black is being held. Alive. It's also where his memory is in the process of being reprogrammed by his mother. And time is kicking. The plastic-faced man proved surprisingly amenable and quite useful. Perhaps that's why you let him go. Your next stop is Kindly Ching. She'll want to hear this, although you may leave out the part about letting him go. I'll consider it game. You step out of the MTR station and into the balmy night air. An impenetrable wall of clouds, heavy with imminent rain, has blown in from the south. It covers the stars, causes them to wink out one by one. You can smell something in the air. Something electric. The wind whips up around you and the clouds begin moving in a thick grayscale swirl. The spiral builds and grows, shimmering with faint ember light. As you watch the clouds roll in the sky, the sounds of the city retreat. A bubble of soft white noise replaces them, wrapping around your head and reflecting with your own heartbeat back on you. You look down from the clouds to see the lights of the docks dancing in a warm, saturated bloom. Take a tread shot with your PDA. You raise your wrist to capture the view with your PDA's built-in camera. The image swims into focus on the machine's tiny screen as the camera's lens adjusts to the light. And that's when the first twinge tickles your chest. Lets you know that something's coming. A moment later, you feel an incredible tightness in your chest. It feels like your heart is being crushed under the foot of a giant. Your vision goes gray, and your sense of balance disappears. Gradually, blood rushes in to refill the organ, inflating it like a balloon. Good thing we have willpower 6. Force your body to calm itself. You calm yourself. Breathe. Gradually, your heart rate normalizes and the world swims back into focus. Something is still very definitely wrong, but you're able to face it with a clear head and a steady heartbeat. You place one foot in front of the other, determined to face whatever this is and overcome it. A tingling sensation washes over you, suffusing you to the core. You stumble forward, and every cell in your body seems to vibrate. The energy thrums inside of you, pulsating, building to an unbearable crescendo. And then you're on the other side of it. You find yourself standing in a familiar courtyard. The walled city. You're back in the walled city, just like in your dreams. You can taste the stench of the place, the mildew and plaster and wet dog stink of the slum. A dream. This has to be a dream. You try to blink away the image of the walled city, to blot out the sounds and stench of the slum. You pinch yourself. You don't wake up. The crumbling facades of tenement buildings lean into one another above you, closing in on either side and creating a narrow walkway. Just like in your dreams, there is nowhere else to go. Nowhere but forward, down the path ahead. Start walking then. You let your legs carry you forward. You feel a creeping sense of certainty in the back of your mind, and it tells you that you've taken this same walk hundreds of times before. The sense of claustrophobia mounts and builds with every step you take. It feels like you're worming your way forward down a long, dark tunnel. The humidity of the place sticks to your skin. As you proceed deeper into the walled city, a low rumble fills the air, the noise of enormous gears in motion. You feel hollow, empty, and with every step you take, you can feel that emptiness growing, an unbearable yearning unlike any hunger you've ever known. Continue forward. You continue walking just as you always have, just as you were meant to. Off in the distance, an alien silhouette beckons to you. It's her, the tall, silhouette, slender thing from your dreams. The elusive figure that you've always been moving toward but could never quite reach. A crowd of locals lined the path ahead, kneeling in supplication. They look emaciated, all skin and bones, clothed head to toe in dirty rags. Let's examine the kneeling figures. You stare at the nearest of the kneeling figures, a wiry man in his late 20s. He locks eyes with you. Slowly his mouth yawns open. The man has no teeth. They've been pulled, and recently from the looks of it. His gums are a bloody, pitted mess. As you stare into the black void of his mouth, his tongue comes lolling out. It looks like it was caught in an industrial accident, a swollen, twisted slab of meat. The corners of the young man's mouth switch upward into a ghastly smile. What happened to you? The man with the ruined tongue doesn't respond. He kneels in silence, staring as your feet carry you past him. Seconds later, he fades from view. Your legs carry you deeper and deeper into the beating heart of the tenement. If you haven't reached the center yet, you must be close. It's incredibly hot and humid in here. The sweat rolls down your body in sheets. Your thoughts go hazy with the heat, and a dim sense of unease takes root in the pit of your stomach. I think we need to focus on the uneasy feeling. You try to concentrate on the unease that you're feeling, but you find it impossible to focus. The omnipresent sound of grinding gears isn't helping. Looking up, you can see where the noise is coming from. A hatch. The same door that you saw in your nightmare back when all of this began. The markings on the door are legible now. A single word in faded yellow paint. Prosperity. Suddenly, impossibly, the alien figure that you've been moving forward toward is standing right in front of you. At the same time, your vision finally clears, and ice water runs through your veins. The walled city isn't a slum at all. It's an enormous gaping maw, and the buildings are a forest of crooked teeth. The thing reaches for you. With inhuman speed and grace, it plunges fingers of polished ivory into your mouth. Slowly, terribly, it begins to wrench your jaw open. You can feel your teeth splinter and break, and... Rough fingers on your shoulder snap you back to reality. The hand clenches into a vice-like grip and yanks you backwards, off to your feet. You come crashing down to the floor of the Hathaway MTR station. You can feel a rush of wind just in front of you. A passing train. What is wrong with you, Val? Strangler Bao eyes you coolly. Auntie Chang's lost too many runners already. Besides, there are cleaner ways to end your life than jumping in front of a train. That wasn't a suicide attempt, asshole. I was under magical attack. No, let's be a bit polite. I was in the walled city. I was just in the walled city. There was this thing. He cuts you off with a grunt. You were hallucinating, and you almost got yourself killed. Now get up and get back to that floating wreck that you sleep in. If you don't get to die in here unless Mrs. Chang says you do. Well, we do owe you one. pair of men, refugees from the looks of them, stand near the city entrance. They've absorbed by their conversation, voices low. The elf sways nervously as he speaks, but the human is steadfast. His gravelly words are harder to make out than the elf's, but you can hear the agitation in them. Neither man seems aware of your presence. Telling you, last chance we get, we gotta get out of here. Leave the country. Things are so backed up that even if the walled city were gutted and cleaned tomorrow, we'd still be waiting through the fallout. Prejudice wouldn't just disappear. I know. You're right. You always are. I spoke to my sister. She's on board. Didn't take much convincing either. Those few of us who know about the monsters don't want to be anywhere near the city. Things like that, they leave a mark on a place. It'll never be right again. Overheard your conversation. Sounds like you're planning a trip. Hello. Didn't see you there. We were just discussing, the state of the city. Things are bleak, you know. We need a break from it. A family vacation, so to say. Isn't that right, Aaron? He rubs his arms as if he is cold, but the outside air is humid. Yeah? You folks from the Walled City vacation much? It's not common, but sometimes under the right conditions, we know some people, you see? The Walled City is just in such a mess right now. We need a break. The other man glowers at you. Noticing the deliberate hostility of his friend, the elf tries to fill the awkward silence. He rambles. Yes, as if we didn't have enough to contend with before. Gangs, starvation, disease, now corporate officers are starting to invade our personal lives. And with no subtlety. They treat us like wild dogs. Do this, do that, sit, stay. Good boy. As thanks, we won't kill your family. I'm not here to shut you down. I'm on your side. It'll help me out if you know what's happening in there, but I have a feeling you're hiding something. The Yama Kings. It's all right, Lorne. Might as well start talking about it. Not everyone's gonna believe us, but those who do can prepare themselves. Like us. It started as a whisper. A rumor. The Yama Kings are coming to feast. Coming to feast on us. The Walled City. Well, we took it for what it was. Superstitious bullshit. That is, until things started happening. Now, the Walled City has always been its own kind of hell. But these last few months, somehow things started getting worse. People got more aggressive, others started to spiral emotionally, and our dreams grew more intense, more frightening. It's the Yama Kings, we're sure of it. They're going to destroy our souls and eat our bodies. We have to leave, but there are so many people who can't. I just wish we could take them all, Aaron. Impossible, Lorne. Most we can do is save ourselves. Let's just concentrate on getting out of this alive, alright? So now you know. Monsters, Yama Kings, are descending upon us from their ethereal thrones, coming to rip out our essences. The sooner we get out of here, the better. I understand. There's something dark at work in the Walled City, and you're wise for wanting to get out of there. But you'd better get out of here soon. Things are really starting to heat up. Yes, soon. My sister is all ready whenever we are. Alright, I'll make plans right away. Thanks, stranger. You stay safe out there. A pair of dead-eyed transients lean against the abandoned car, their shoulders slumped. A pile of overstuffed bags lie in a heap on the sidewalk, spilling it into the rain-choked gutter. The smaller of the pair looks down, notices that his bags are getting soaked, and does nothing. Seems like he's too exhausted to care. The shorter of the transients slowly shifts his attention to you. His voice comes out hollow and empty. You're one of Chang's. What's it to you? Well, hopefully she'll let you leave. He nods his head towards the hallway gates and the open road beyond. That's what we're doing. Getting the hell out of here while we still can. If you're smart, you'll follow us. Everyone with half a brain is getting out of this place. Not me. Whatever's happening here, I'm gonna figure out what it is, and I'm gonna fix it. You're either a fool or you're crazy. Nothing can fix what's coming for the Walled City, and Hawaii is way too close for that place for comfort. You getting the dreams too? Just like when we were kids, and we heard the stories of the Yama Kings. But they weren't just dreams this time, they were signs. Warnings. What can you tell me about the Yama Kings? Just what my grandfather told me. Respect ghosts and gods, but keep away from them. He stoops to begin pulling his bags off of the sidewalk and out of the gutter. Come on, Shen. It's time to go. That was mildly helpful. But now we got Shen, kindly Cheng to talk to. I think we'll be able to explain as to why we haven't killed Plastic-Faced Man. Let me just... Now then. Auntie? The walk through the mahjong parlor is punctuated by the tantalizing smell of coconut and fried confection. Your crew surrounds kindly Cheng, watching uncomfortably as she peels small egg-shaped delicacies from a waffle-like pastry and pops them into her mouth. Each time she does, her eyes close in ecstasy and soft sound comes from her throat. There you are. Your crew here tells me that you were able to locate and interrogate Plastic-Faced Man. The straw sandal's eyes narrow and her rusty voice takes on a jagged edge. They haven't told me his current disposition, however. I assume everything went as I instructed. We managed to extract valuable information from him. So he's dead? Not exactly. Don't make me pull things out of you. Once I start, I'll find it hard to stop. He's alive. I thought I was clear that I wanted him dead. You were clear, Auntie. He was accommodating, and I chose to reward him for it. He better have been pretty damn accommodating for you to disobey me. I trust you get something useful out of him. We got plenty. He gave us a data dump on everything he knew about Prosperity Tower. First-hand info. Josephine's headquarters? That could be useful, I suppose. What do you intend on doing with it? We're gonna rescue Raymond. He's alive, Auntie, just like I said he was. Josephine's holding him in there. She's doing something to his brain. Something to his brain? What is that old bitch up to now? Based on the memory that Mr. Plastic showed us, it looks like she's trying to rewire her son's memories, using something called ASSIST, Artificial Sensory Induction Systems Technology. It allows the user to record, process, and feed synthetic sensory input to the brain. Like a SimSense chip? Yes, Auntie. It's the technology that led to SimSense. It's also what allows Deckers to enter the Matrix and grants riggers a neural connection to their drones. An expert assist technician could alter someone's personality, memory, even identity. I'm guessing experts like that don't grow on trees. Definitely not. Changing someone's memories requires a world-class expert and to walk on through. What about that junk data you held onto after the Wuxing run, Isabel? Anything there we can use? Good thinking, and I'm already ahead of you.